It's your friendly neighborhood Jesus freak with back still a little bit sore. Ain't that bad. Probably be fine tomorrow. I showed this off a little quickly a couple days ago. Now you probably noticed I mostly get King James Bibles, but I had a specific reason for getting this particular one. Now at the Holman, the numbers, if you want to look it up yourself. It's a Holman, but the text block, apart from the mats, is a Nelson. And I showed that off before. This is a large print ultra-thin reference. Now, I wouldn't call it a large print. It looks like it's probably about a 7 or 8. But it's not hard on the eyes or anything. It's in a verse-by-verse format. And paragraphs are marked by the verse number being in bold. Personally, I'd prefer if they had a pilcrow after the verse like most King James, but if you know what you're looking for, bold verse number works fine. It's verse by verse, but they do versify verse, so to speak. Now, wasn't sure whether this was stitched or not, but I started looking through it a little bit. Just paging around a little bit, and let's see if I can get this to show up on camera. I think I see overcast stitching. For this, and what was it, a $16 Bible? That's not bad. But yeah, this is 1988 text block from Nelson, Holman's reprinting. I'm not a fan of the NKJV. I've said elsewhere, I think it's a kind of schizophrenic translation. It doesn't know what it wants to be. But I do like the translation notes that go into the differences between the manuscripts. Really nice feature. Book introductions, you find some, there's a few Nelson King James Bibles that have these book introductions too. They're pretty good ones for what it's worth. Red letter isn't overblown or anything, it's just, subtle, but it's there. And I've checked, the helps in the back, other than the maps, are exactly the same as Nelson that I have, that my ex's dog destroyed. There's a Harmony of the Gospels. And then there's a concordance. Not an exhaustive concordance like you find in a Cambridge or anything, but it does enough for your basic user. And your typical Holman maps. They're on a thicker stock, you know. They're not glossy or anything where they'd start being a pain to use. There's a bit of a margin around them. And none of them spill over, so there's no issue with that. Now, this isn't a mistake. There's a little bit of overlap here into this back page. I used to think that was a flaw. It's something you're supposed to have. It's not as much as seeing an Edgeline Bible or anything. And of course, you know, it's paced down, nothing fancy. It's not a fancy Bible, it's a cheap Bible. But for the price, it's not bad. Not a fan of the thumb indexing, but that's what they had, so it's what I bought. I do like the silver gill though. I'll be making more videos, so stick around and stay tuned.